Today's video is brought to you by Card Kingdom. Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another instant deck tech, and whoo, do we have a spicy one today. This is a new Ikoria based deck for Pioneer, Colossal Storm Herald. Oh, this deck is so sweet, and it comes to us from Alex Fyro, so congrats Alex on a 5-0 finish on Magic Online with a really sweet deck. And a quick reminder before we break down Colossal Storm Herald for Pioneer. If you enjoy this deck and you want to see it made into videos, take a minute, click the like button, the subscribe button, leave a comment, anything you can do to support your deck, because whichever deck is most popular gets a shot at being made into videos next week. So Colossal Storm Herald is built around Storm Herald. So Storm Herald, we've played this card before. You know what this card does. When it comes into play with haste, we can return any number of auras from our graveyard to the battlefield, attach them to creatures. They go away at the end of turn, but that's fine. The idea of our deck is we're going to set up our graveyard in such a way that when we resolve Storm Herald and it reanimates auras, we just win the game immediately on the spot. So how do we actually do this? Step one is Colossification. If we can get a Colossification in the graveyard, that is an aura that gives the creature +20/+20 when it comes into play. So that means just Storm Herald getting back a single Colossification is going to make Storm Herald into a 23/22. Of course, there's a downside here. The downside is that Colossification taps the enchanted creature when it comes into play. So it's not as simple as get Colossification in the graveyard, play Storm Herald, reanimate it, attack, and win. That's not actually going to work because Storm Herald's going to end up being tapped. So we need one more piece to the puzzle. There's a few different ways people have suggested doing this, being able to like fling the Storm Herald, untap it with something like Ikoria. Well, there is the perfect option in existence in Pioneer, which is Burning Anger. So Burning Anger is another enchantment. It normally costs 5 mana, but we're mostly planning on reanimating with Storm Herald. And it gives the enchanted creature the ability to tap to deal damage equal to its power to any target, to a creature or player. So what this means is if we can get Burning Anger and Colossification in the graveyard, we resolve our Storm Herald, we get back both Colossification and Burning Anger. Colossification is going to put a trigger on the stack that says tap this creature because it came into play. However, with that trigger on the stack, before Storm Herald is tapped from Colossification, we can tap into Burning Anger and just 23 our opponent. So instant win, direct damage, and in theory, with our best draw, we can do this as early as turn 3. If we can discard both Colossification and Burning Anger over the first 2 turns of the game, Storm Herald can just win us the game on the spot with direct damage, no need to attack, no downside of being tapped by Colossification on turn 3, which is insanely fast for a format like Pioneer. Of course, for this to work, we got to get our enchantments in the graveyard. So we have Cathartic Reunion, probably our best option. Discard 2 cards, maybe Burning Anger, Colossification, ideally. But we can discard any 2 cards, keep filtering through the deck, find our Storm Herald, stack our graveyard with enchantments. Jace Friend's Prodigy, another looter to get enchantments in our graveyard. And then we have Breaking Entering, which is actually really sweet in this deck. The breaking half is just a player mills 8 cards. So this doesn't allow us to get Colossification and Burning Anger in our graveyard from our hand, but it can just mill them in mass from our library. We also have the entering half, which reanimates a creature. So if we happen to discard or mill a Storm Herald and we can get up to 6 mana, we can actually just reanimate Storm Herald, which then reanimates all of our auras and then allows us to win the game. We also have Ox of Agonis, which kind of does double duty. It's a backup threat. We can just play it, get a 5/3, use it to beat our opponent down. It's also another way we can draw and discard. We can get it back from the graveyard for just 2 mana, exiling a bunch of cards with Escape, get our Colossifications and so forth in the graveyard, and draw some new cards. Otherwise, pretty typical Pioneer interaction. Fatal Push and Braid for removal, Thoughtseize to pick apart our opponent's hand and protect our combo from like graveyard hate, targeted removal, and protect our Storm Herald from our opponent's like counter spells and interaction. Mana base wise, Imnu Rivulet is our one like spicy land, another way we can mill ourselves for 4 cards. Otherwise, just kind of a pile of fast lands, scry lands, shock lands, Fable Passage, some basic lands. In the sideboard, the other cool thing about this deck is our combo is reliant on the graveyard. We do need access to our graveyard, which would mean in our main deck, if our opponent can just like play Leyline of the Void or play a Rest in Peace, things are going to go really bad. We're left like playing bad Oxes, playing Storm Heralds with no enchantments to reanimate, trying to beat down. So our plan for beating this in our Grixis deck, which can't just kill an enchantment easily, is to actually just sideboard out our combo in some matchups. We have a bunch of different planeswalkers, Ashiok, Chandra, and Liliana, which we can take out all of our combo pieces, if we need to, take out our auras, and bring in these planeswalkers and try to win the game. Ashiok can also fight through Graveyard Hate by bouncing any non-land permanent, but really, that's kind of our plan. If our opponent's going to have Graveyard Hate, we turn into this weird Grixis Super Friends style deck after sideboarding. Otherwise, Kalitas, another good sideboard option, comes in, good against aggro with Lifelink, Noxious Grasp for removal, Damping Sphere for combo, Mystical Dispute for control, and that is the absurdity of Colossal Storm Herald for Pioneer. And that's been our Instant Deck for today. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon. If you enjoyed today's deck, make sure to purchase it from our sponsor, Card Kingdom. For a limited time, you can get a Scoop Soldier sticker for free if you mention Scoop Soldier in your order notes during checkout. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.